How's it going, everyone? Domadeus Gaming back with another video. This is going to be war number 5 of season 31. This is against a Legion. Lots of people know Legion is one of the top alliances in the game, so we definitely were pretty, let's just say it was going to be a good fight. So we're going to go ahead with the Kingpin team here. We're going to boost up quite a bit. We jumped in early this time, so we're able to clear out our lane pretty quickly. Only 4 fights today against the same Path 9 that we took in the last war. So hopefully we can end with some full yellow bars again, like we did last time. So going ahead against this Sorcerer Supreme, got to watch out for the high ground. She's going to be hitting hard if we let her get those altitude charges built up. Got to be careful about all the debuffs as well, but luckily the Hood synergy is coming in clutch already. Already in our first overpower phase, that degen is doing some nice work. Also got the power lock synergy with Mr. Sinister as well, which will help us out. Got to be careful. I don't want to be throwing heavies against this Sorcerer Supreme because they're probably running MD, and the unstoppable coming off of us is going to give them a lot of power. So we're just going to back up here, let the degen do its work. End up with 91% health. That is not bad whatsoever. So next up we have this Mr. Sinister. And yeah, the tricky thing is with Mr. Sinister, I don't want to throw my L1s for the dot damage, since if he throws his L1, he'll put it right back on us. So we're going to play it safe here. He is going to get that indestructible, I should say, buff once he gets to 2 bars of power, but we're going to try not to push him that way. We're going to try to actually go for the L3, that way we can get our extra damage that way. So he has the indestructible buff, let's wait that out. Luckily he has the power lock, which is great. And also lucky for us, Kingpin's crit rate isn't the craziest. It's not the highest, so we're actually not triggering a whole lot of regens, even though, as I say that, a whole bunch of regens pop up. We actually take a heavy to the face. He threw a random heavy, like Mysterio style, which I thought was weird. I had the same thought as I was doing this fight. I was like, what the hell? This is not Mysterio, we're fighting Mr. Sinister. So, headbutt this guy down to 10%. Now we're going to have that unstoppable, or the other overpower buff, I should say. Another combo there, and he's down. So, yeah. I actually really like taking Kingpin on this path. I was a little bit nervous the last war about taking it, just because I hadn't ever done Path 9 before, and I think in the off-season I may have died at one point doing the same path. So, but now that we've done 2 wars with it on this path, I feel a lot more confident. So, I'll put that in my short list of the paths that I'm pretty confident in. Path 5 and Path 9. I got it. So now this Tigra, got to be careful. Going to try not to put her over the L2, because we don't want to get cornered and then, hit. Essentially, you don't want to get hit during Alliance War. That's a pro tip. So we're going to bait out the heavies here. Going to go in for the combos. We also can't stun her since she has one eye open. I got to be careful of that as well. If I was to hit her into the stun, then she would be reflecting all the damage. So luckily that L1 from us doesn't push her over to the L2, which is great, and now she has the power lock. We mess up the punish there. Should have gotten a little bit earlier. So we're just going to play it safe here. Let her throw her L1 again, and then go in for the punish. And luckily we are regenning a little bit, which is nice. Going to let her bait out the heavy. Do some dexing on the wall. Shout out to Dorky Diggity Dave. And yeah, Tiger fight actually goes pretty smoothly. I was pretty happy with it. We do have that shock on us, which is doing a considerable amount of damage, but luckily we're healing, a little bit. So ended with 85% health. No yellow bars this war, but that's okay. We're getting fights down just fine here. And last up, we have this I-Bomb. This is probably the fight I was worried about the least, just because, Kingpin versus I-Bomb, we have class advantage. We also are going to be able to shrug off all the poisons and all the petrifies that I-Bomb tries to place on us, as well as all the hazard shift stuff. So throw in another invulnerability boost just in case. Want to make sure that we are giving ourselves all the insurance to get through this war. We're also going to heal up Kingpin, just because you can't ever go wrong by healing up. And we're getting all those compensation packages every week. We might as well use the items when we can, right? So going in here against I-Bomb. Luckily he's unawakened, so any time he gets a poison or a petrify on us, if it sticks, it's not going to last nearly as long as it would if he was, awakened in Sig 200. But we are doing some very, very nice damage. Boosted Kingpin is crazy. A nice 14k crit on the L1 hit. Last hit of the L1, I should say. And we're just going in, man. The poison isn't doing anything really. We purify going into overpower here. I was going to try to be cheeky and go for some belly bumps at the end, but we didn't get the third one, unfortunately. But that's okay. Gonna go ahead, get in here, and we're shrugging off all these shocks, and we almost end with the yellow bar. We do end with 100% percentage, but not a yellow bar. But anyway, those are the only four farts. Of course I said that, but the only 4 fights we did in this war. We ended up taking the dub, so congrats to us. Congrats to Legion for a good war. Let me know how you guys did in the 5th war of the season, and we'll see you in the next one.